I'm Brittany Lane, your host of the Energize Effect podcast. I was convinced that success, freedom, and happiness weren't for people like me. That if I wasn't born into wealth or didn't have the right connections, I'd never really make it. But after I had my daughter, I started questioning every single belief that told me I wasn't good enough. And what I've learned is that the biggest thing that kept me from my dream life was me. My limiting beliefs ran my life on autopilot until I broke through them. Now I wake up excited with more opportunities and success than I've ever had, and I want you to feel the same. This podcast is no fluff, no filters, just raw, real conversations about breaking through what's holding you back so that you can wake up every day with an energized belief that anything is possible. Let's get into it. How did you feel when that happened? Like Barstool Sports, that's so cool. Like, what was that feeling like?
It was funny because all of our friends saw it because they're all like, and they're like, dude, like, is that your house? Is that like your TV? He's like, that's you guys. So he like ran with that for so long, but it was so crazy, like seeing it on Barstool. And then I think that was like before I was like big on posting on Instagram. So I definitely reposted that like on Instagram when I started posting there, blew up again. And it was like on Sports Center, like all these different things. And I was like, the one video that just takes off this much. Oh my God. But then I started seeing so many people do it, a version of it where it's like they're sitting out to breakfast and the wife has the phone here and she's like has the football and the guy's like watching. So it's so cool to see an idea that's just an everyday thing. It probably happens in so many people's households where it's like their kids watching a cartoon and you're watching on your phone or, you know, like a Love Island thing. So that was wild to see.
That is such a cool moment to share. And I think that as humans, we all really are so similar. That is what hits when someone sees a video and they're like, oh my God, we're all the same. Because it's true. I'm always have the TV and my partner's literally on his phone watching like the hockey game. And I don't know. It's like, I don't, it's so funny.
Or it like just gives people, like you said, like they relate because it's the same thing. Or I got so many comments being like, oh my God, that's so funny. We have our own like designated room where it's like whoever's getting to watch what their show is that night is in there. And then the other person's like in here, you know, in like the non-comfy room. So it's like we switch on and off nights. People are telling you their story. They want to get involved. So it's like, well, this is what we do in our house. It just really gets everyone like talking and it's cool.
Yeah, it's like a connection moment through humor. Yeah. It's like everyone feels we're not just the only weirdos who do this. Like we're all the same in some weird way.
Yeah.
Okay, and I know we've talked about this before. I know it's different now because I feel differently about it now, but how did you feel at the beginning when people would copy your content and not give credit?
Oh man, it would piss us off. Like we were like, what?
Like messaging you, I'd be like, did you see they copied?
It was like a kind of a shock at first because people definitely like take the idea and put it on their own meme, right? And it takes 5 seconds, but it's like you just put in the little effort. But like when people would actually just like take the entire video and like re-upload it or whatever, I would like see it on the explore page and I'm like, oh, there's me. And then I'm like, it's not me. I'm like, wait, what? And then we would click on their page and it's like, oh, that's like my whole page, but like someone else has it. It used to annoy the crap out of me.
Yeah.
And I would be like, dude, what? And then I feel like, I don't know, maybe it just like took a couple months or whatever. And now I'm just like, why am I going to let it bother me so much? Because at the same time, like if I'm having like a day where I'm like, I can't think of any ideas, if I scroll and then I see something and I'm like, oh, that's so funny. So I'm like, okay, what kind of meme can I put that with? So it's like everyone's taking ideas. Everyone's like recycling the same stuff. So I'm like, I can't get too mad. I've been there. I've done that. I've like seen stuff and I'm like, oh man, that's like so great. Let me write this down. It was just annoying that it's like, make it yourself. Like put your own picture behind it type of thing. It took me so long to grow this following and this person. I would like click on them so often. I'm like, oh, they've grown like 20,000 followers in a week. And it's like all my stuff.
Yeah.
Like you're piggybacking. So that was content. That was like so annoying at first. And I'm like, why am I going to let this, like, what can I do about it? I can't do anything about it. So why am I going to like let that bother me? So I would like talk to my husband, this is fine, you know? And then he's like, just chill.
Chill, babe. Did you ever like report or do anything like that? Like when you saw?
I think I would like comment and be like, no credit. And then I was like, all right, just stop. But I don't think I could report it because I was like, it's not technically like it's someone else's like meme that they put on this thing. So I'm like, I can't do anything about it. So I was just like, let it go.
Yeah. And it's so funny because I've had this, I heard when I first started just in the different realm, but I had heard a podcast about somebody talking about copying, and it's like they want the essence and they can, you know, maybe get 20,000 followers, but to continually grow like you have to 1 million, like they're not going to be able to do that because like eventually people will be like, hey, that's, you know, because when I see it, I'm like, oh, I've seen that on, well, because you go by Brittany. I'm like, oh, Brittany Pages. I'm like, oh, that's not theirs. I'm like, oh, they're totally copying. Like, you know, like people start to recognize you can only do it for so long before they get, you know, caught. That was the same with me, is like people would copy. And like I didn't really get upset, but when they would literally same thing, like download the whole, like the background was the same. It was literally like my post and put it on their page. I was like, I remember one girl did it. And this was like kind of in the beginning when I was like growing really quickly. And I think she had like 15 million views on it. And I was like, and like mine didn't have 50 million views. And not that it even matters, but like at the beginning when you're like just starting, and that kind of like you really are gauging your success by these views. Like when you go viral, you're like at the beginning, like now I could give really two shits about it. Like it's cool when it does, but it doesn't like change my day or who I am or like, but I remember seeing that and I'm like, that's bullshit. Like, and then I remember
that's what would
messaging her.
make me mad too, is when you would see that they were viral and they got more than you.
It's mine. You stole it. Like you suck.
Yeah, like because if I saw it and they didn't have a lot of views, I was like, you know.
Yeah, me too. It didn't bug me if it had no views. I'm like, you go for it. You keep copying. You do you. But it was when it like went viral. That's when it like, and it just was like, I would comment too. I remember I DM'd a girl and I was like, hey, just wanted to let you know, like that's mine. Love, credit. And it was the one that had the 15 million. And she goes, it's not yours. And I was like, what? Like, how can you even deny that it's not mine when it's literally like a background of my house? I'm like, what? I don't even understand. I'm like, okay, girl.
You can report for. When it's like your, like that's your photo. Like behind that, like that's copyright. Even I use like a website where it's like the free royalty, like copyright free photos.
Yeah.
And I remember for a while I like got so mad about people copying that I was like, I should just every video use a background that's my house, like my bed, my dresser, like whatever. Because then if they do copy, I can be like, report.
Lay the hammer down.
It's like we could waste our time like reporting this one person, and it's like the next week here comes a new one, and it's like, all right, I don't have like the time or the energy to keep up with all these copiers.
Yeah, exactly. I actually wanted to go back to that because I remember that was something you said. You don't comment a lot. And I think, or like, follow people back. I've had people reach out to me to be like, oh, you didn't follow me back, or like, oh, you didn't comment. And like, I just want to like us chat what that looks like when you're growing so quickly. Like the influx of followers, the influx of comments, the influx of messages, it is so hard to even see. Like I can sometimes get like 1,000 followers in an hour.
Yeah.
And, like people can get upset about not following them back.
I was out of town a couple weeks ago and I like met new people and we were like all like taking pictures and stuff, and I was like, oh, they're like, let me follow you, and I was like, okay, and like they didn't know that I had like, so many followers, so like they're like, what's your username, and like I typed it in, they're like, holy shit, and I'm like, oh my god, so like they followed me, and I'm like, wait, like what's your username, because not to be weird, but I'm not gonna see your follow.
No.
Because in 10 minutes from now, it's going to be like gone, because it's just old videos just keep taking, it's like no matter what, it's like there's likes coming in by the second. I'm like, just give me your, and I remember one of them I didn't get, and I'm like trying to search for her for like an hour. And I'm like, I don't know exactly how she spells her name. Is it like a C, a K, like whatever? So I'm like trying to like search to see if it's like follow back. And I was like, oh my God. But I try to always be like, oh, like what's your username?
Same. And I just wanted to like bring that up because I think people get offended if you don't. Certain people will be like, oh, I followed you and you didn't follow back. Like I didn't even see like I can't even keep up with And so I think I don't know. I just wanted to share that because I feel like don't be offended if we
Yeah,
don't
it's so true. It's
follow
like
you back.
if I saw it, I would follow you back in a heartbeat. But it's like the way that these things come in, and then it's like once it's gotten like 5 minutes past, it's like you can't go back anymore. It's
It's
like, oh
gone.
yeah.
I know I met a girl. I had met a girl at my like daughter's school, and we went out for drinks one day, and she added me, and I meant to add her right away, and I like we were just having like some wine, and like didn't I had to like message her. I was like, oh my god, babe, I'm like I didn't get your Instagram handle, and like can you share
Yeah.
it because like I couldn't find it. I know her name, but I
Yeah.
like go into search it in my like thing, and I have like 800 of that name, and I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, it's impossible.
It's like so weird too, because it's like how do you say it without sounding like
Oh, like I can't find you because I have
sorry, I
like
have
a
so
million.
many followers. I can't find it, but I'm like, no, like I'm genuinely like not coming across like that. It's just like I can't see it. Like I can't scroll back far enough to see it. Um yeah, I also had some friends one time. We all did a book club together, and we were all posting like a picture of like the tablescape. Like three people posted the same thing, and we all got tagged in it. And I like remember I posted I reposted, and then I saw the next girl's post, and I was like, oh, that one's prettier. Like the lighting is better and it's like a little brighter. So I was like, I'm gonna delete this one, I'm gonna add this one. And the one girl got like a little offended, and I was like, I didn't find out about it until the next day, and I was like, wait, no, like she thought I didn't like want to repost her picture, and I was like, no, babe, listen, I just don't want to post the same picture 3 times, like from a
Yeah,
different angle on my story. And not to be like weird, I just like I don't like when I'm like watching someone's story and I'm
yeah,
like you have so many stories, and I'm like, I just don't want to post the same thing like multiple times. So I don't want people to be like, oh my god, she's like so annoying, like posting
same.
this. So like I just wanted to post one of the it's a table. There's nobody sitting at it. It's just a table. So like I don't want
What if
to
it's
post
her?
the table like 3 times. It's nothing to do with you. I just like don't want my followers to like get annoyed or anything like that. And I'm like, I'm not trying to sound like my followers, but I'm like, I just don't want to post the same thing a million times. And I'm like, it's nothing to do with you.
I'm the same way, but people really do get upset about that. I don't know if they think that that's going to be their like moment of fame or like people are going to go and follow them. Like I'm not sure what that is or
Yeah.
it's like that little moment of but yeah, I'm the same way. Like I don't want to post the same. I'm very curated in what I want to post and
I
even if
try
I
not to
post
post a ton of stories all the time. I don't know why. I just feel like it's like maybe I'll post like repost a video that I think is good that I posted, or like if I have a weekend away, I'm like, oh, I'm gonna post a couple videos, but it's like I try not to overboard it, and I don't
yeah,
know why. Maybe because I'm not like a lifestyle creator or like a personable creator where it's like I'm posting like a get ready with me and stuff like that, where it's like people are on my page for me, because I feel
yeah,
like all these people are on my page just for humor. So I'm
yeah.
like, do they want to see me like sitting on the beach? I don't know. Like I don't know.
How, yeah, this is a good point because this is, I feel like me too. It's like you come across as like a humor. Do you ever want to transition into get ready with me or like more now that you're doing it? Or you feel that need or you're like, I'm good with what I'm
I don't know if I would ever be like the like get ready with me or like let me tell you about my day, because I just feel like I'm so awkward when I'm like not talking to anyone. I'm just talking to the camera, because I'm like, oh my god, like was that awkward that I just like laughed at something and like no, literally no one's listening. It's just me talking to the camera, and then you guys will watch it later. So I don't know. Like I just don't know if I could ever. I don't know. I get so captured when I see other people doing it and I
Yeah.
watch and I'm like, oh, like I'm interested in your day. But I'm like, I just don't feel like people would be interested in my day. It's like, also, I do nothing. I'm like at home and have a child and whatever. So I just don't know if like I could ever be in that space. But I definitely like sometimes feel like I want to put myself back in videos more.
Mhm.
Um, and I have been doing that like the past week. I'm like, oh, like let me put myself in a video every day and then like remove some of the memes off my main grid. Cause I'm like, oh, like maybe if a brand comes to look at my page and
Yeah.
they see me and not just like Mickey Mouse and this meme and like that, like maybe they'll like have some way to connect. So I'm trying to do that a little bit more, but I still definitely want to post like my memes and my humor and all of that.
I know exactly what you mean too. Cause I had somebody say to me one time, they're like, so what's next? And I'm like, Well, I mean, I know there's next, but
More
then yeah,
memes.
it's like I don't know what's next. I'm like, you don't
Yeah.
like what I'm doing? Oh my God. But I'm like
Yeah.
a balance, like having me have it because I love memes. I really do.
Yeah.
Like it's almost like an outlet, I feel like,
Yeah.
to post. It's kind of like a fun. Okay, I want to go
Yeah.
back to what you said. So you're hanging out with new people, you give them your Instagram handle. What's that like when you see their reaction?
You're like, oh my God. And then, not that I downplay it, but I'm like, it's like, wait, you have like 1 million followers? Like, what? And I'm like, yeah. I'm like, it's not like me though. It's like I post funny like memes and stuff like that because I feel like when people see that, they're like, what? Like, we have like an OnlyFans? I'm like, no. Like, I'm post like funny memes. Like, it's not anything weird. It's just it's grown because people like relate. So I always like over explain. I feel like so I'm like, it would be a lot if it was like just my page and I had 1 million. You'd be like, what? You know? But it's like, no, I've grown because I've like posted memes and people relate and they follow.
But
But
even that, do you feel like you have to downplay your success? Because I feel like I just listening to you talk and I'm like, you're totally downplaying your success. Do you feel like you have to? Because it is like, I actually in the intro, you didn't hear it because I recorded it before we came, but
okay.
0.008% of Instagram followers have 1 million followers or
Wow.
Instagram users.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So do you feel like you need to downplay in order to make other people feel comfortable? Do you think? Because I know
I
I
don't
do.
know, I guess. Maybe because I'm just like, when I see their reaction, it's like, oh my God. And I'm like, I know that if I was like a lifestyle creator, it would take so much more to get to 1 million, you know? Because
Yeah.
like I love like reality TV. So like when I'm like watching like The Bachelor or like Love Island, these people, it takes them so long. And some of the people that I like loved so much on the show, I look at their pages sometimes and I'm like, oh my God, they have like 300,000 followers. And I'm like, I thought that they would have this much more because everybody saw them on TV.
Mhm.
And like, I think it's just harder to be a relatable person as yourself.
Yeah.
Like, it takes so much effort. It's like constant posting of like your daily life, the clothes you're wearing, the things that you're doing. And people get so much more offended by things when it's you. Um, so I think it would, if it was literally just me posting all the time, I'd probably have like 100,000 followers and not 1 million. But because it's like memes and people like just relate to these memes, it was so much easier to get there.
Mhm.
So I feel like when people see that, it's like I have to like, oh wait, like I'm not like it's not me. Like I post more like behind the scenes, like funny, you know, things. So it's like, not that I'm downplaying it, but it's just like letting them know like it's not as huge of a deal, I feel like, as it would be if it was me, you know?
I think it is though. I know what you're saying because I 100% agree with you. Like to film aesthetic of your day to day, it takes a lot more work to like do that than like we can pop out a meme in like, 5 minutes. Like I know
Right.
exactly what you're saying, but also to have 1 million followers is like it, even posting memes, that is
Yeah.
no easy feat. Do you ever feel like as a like teenager or a kid that you had to like hide your like dreams or like ever downplay your accomplishments because you're beautiful? And I feel like as a beautiful girl, like sometimes people attack for no reason, especially even as a kid. Like, kids are mean for because you're pretty.
I don't know. I feel like I was like so like laid back, like chill as like growing up. I was like more like a behind the scenes type. Like I loved just like sports and I was like so involved with like my own thing. And social media wasn't like a big thing then too. So
No.
I just feel like there was like, if I grew up now, I feel like it would be probably a different story. And I like fear for my own children, like growing up now in like this world, it's like, oh God, like don't have social media. Don't, oh, like it scares me. And I feel fortunate, like I didn't go through that growing up, but it probably would be a different story if I grew up in the world of social media and TikTok. I can't imagine going to high school right now and like having TikTok and like
No.
people filming you for no reason or like people doing story times. Like,
The footage that would be out of me would be outrageous, and I would have to like hide in my house back then.
I
Thank
can't
God there was no
imagine.
footage.
I know.
I know, I feel bad. I'm like, my daughter's not getting any social media until she's 18. It is scary. Okay, so where do you think your funniness comes from? Because sometimes funny people I know have experienced trauma or stressful times. Where do you think this funny bone came from you?
I think about this sometimes. I'm like, where did it like stem from? But I do think like when I was growing up, I feel like I was like so not tomboyish, but like I was so into sports and all that stuff. And like I had a lot of friends that were like pretty popular and like I was like friends with them, but I wasn't like on the same like forefront as them. So I feel like I would like stick my jokes in there to like, I don't know, not keep myself relevant, but just like that was what I added to it. And so I feel like I was just like the goofball of like all of my friends. I love making people laugh. So I feel like I just kind of like always rolled with that. It's like such an icebreaker because I'm like really empathetic with people too. Like I never want to be around people or meet new people and like see that someone feels uncomfortable or like someone doesn't feel it, like I don't know, they feel out of place. So I always feel like I use like humor to try to like help other people like relate or like break the ice. So I feel like I've just always kind of been like that, where it's like I'm always trying to find ways to use humor, whether it's to make people feel comfortable or I don't know, just instantly make a bond with someone.
That's so funny. That's literally me too. I feel like humor, being the light friend, like the humorous friend, even though there wasn't maybe lightness at home for me, it was like people just really like to be around you. Like if you're not coming with drama and like all this
Right.
heavy stuff, but you come with like humor, you're funny, people like to be around me. I was like, oh, and yeah, it just kind of like stuck.
It works, yeah. And I hate drama. So it's like that was always something. It's like I don't bring bad vibes. I just bring like good, funny stuff. Like
Yeah,
yeah,
funny. Just I love that. That's so
yeah,
cool. It's worked well. It's
yeah.
well, we kind of talked about you sharing about your relationship online and that he created the Barstool for like we're not going to give that credit. He filmed and gave some suggestions for the for the reel.
Right.
But so is how's this process been for him? Like is he unfazed or how does he handle all of this?
At first, he's like, oh, like another video. Like he gets home from work and I'm like, I have this idea. And he's like, all right, and he's like, do I have to like get like dressed or like, can I just put a hat on? Like it was like kind of like probably annoying for him at first. Now he's like, all right, what are your ideas for today? He's like, do you come up with anything good? Like he's all about it now. Like he loves it. Probably because I don't really ever make him be in anything anymore. It's just easier. Like I make a lot of content during the day. Like he's not here and I could come up with ideas and I just like force them out. So he loves it. He thinks it's amazing. He always tells everyone about it that we see. And I'm like,
Oh, he's so proud. I love that.
yeah, yeah,
That's
he loves it.
adorable. That's so
Yeah.
sweet that he's so supportive. I know it's like funny at the beginning too. My partner would be like, "Oh, really? Like, I don't want to."
I feel like that's so like funny. Like we come up with these ideas and we're just like, okay, I just need you to come here and like stand here. And they're like,
I just need your body for 2 seconds. That's all I
just
need
stand
of
there.
you. Just
Literally
stand
just
there. There's
stand there.
nothing more. Yeah. Stand backwards with your backwards hat, and we're good.
Now he's like, dang, I should have kept my TikTok going. Like he just like had one to like scroll and he's like, I should have posted on there.
That's hilarious. I wonder if like you did from his perspective. Like, I wonder if it would go the
I
same
tried.
way.
When I was like doing pretty good on TikTok, I was like, dude, you should film the same exact thing and I'll switch places with you, but we'll switch it around because I know there's guys out there that are going to like relate to this, like as a
Yeah.
husband or like a boyfriend, like they're going to be like, yeah, man. So we did. He like filmed, I made him film a couple of videos and it was like a lot of like the quotes and stuff where it's like, I don't know, we'd be sitting out by the pool and it would just be like our backs and it's like, oh, like when you get in a fight and like no one like knows what to do next, so you just ask if like the refrigerator is still running, like something like that. So I'm
Yeah.
like, you should do those, but do them from like the husband view. And I think we did them for like a week. And then he's like, ugh. Like
It's too
I
much
just
work.
think it was like annoying for him to like be like, oh, like do you have any ideas I could post, or like when I get home I have to like record this. And I think he was just like over it.
It is a
But we
lot
should-
to have more than one page. It really is.
I know.
Like, to keep it like going and relevant and like how many hours do you think you spend on your page, like in a day or a week?
I have no idea. Sometimes, like I said, I can come up with like ideas so quick and like make 3 videos and then I'm like, I'm done for the day. Like I'm good. But then like on Saturday when I went out of town, I was like in the car with my friend and she was driving. We had like a 2-hour drive and I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, I should just get off and put my phone down because I like want to hang out with you and like talk to you. But I'm like, I haven't posted anything. So I'm like, what can I like think of really quick to like just post something for the day? So there's days like that where it's like, I literally don't. I'm like, I'll be back at it tomorrow. Like I don't need to like post anything today. And then some days I spend like an hour in the morning just like scrolling and then like an hour at night scrolling. But sometimes I try to stop doing that too because I'm like, why am I just like doom scrolling? If I watch TikTok at night, I'm up for hours and I'm like, put the phone down.
I'm the same. It's like that dopamine and it's like so addicting. It's just like this, like, I know.
And
I
there's
get
this bright screen in my face and I'm like trying to fall asleep and I'm like, I need to get my Kindle out and put my phone down because this is not healthy.
The hours go by so quick. It's like crazy how fly by.
And then I'm like, what am I even watching right now? I liked one video about like the aura farming and now I'm like watching 50 videos about this at like midnight. I'm like, what am I doing?
What rabbit hole did I get down? I know, me too. I'll stop on something that like normally I wouldn't really like, but it like captured my attention. And then you get so much of it. And I'm like, oh.
Every video after that, I'm like, okay. I'm learning about a new subject at midnight.
Like, I want to go back to my original feed. Like, I'm not into this. Go back. I don't want this anymore.
I know.
I know sometimes even when I'm like interested, but I know it's not, I'll be like, don't watch it. And I'm like, oh, like want to watch a little bit more. And I'm like, don't, because it's going to be on your feed.
I don't like it. Then
Yeah. Oh, that's okay. That's good to know. Don't like it if you don't want it, but you can watch it.
I don't know. I mean, I think they won't pop up as much.
Okay. I'm not going to like it anymore. I know, because I get down like random. I was looking for like rubber boots one time, and I was like guys in the lake with rubber boots, and I'm like, no, we're like so far off topic that we gotta
watching
get
the state of Montana, just like their videos popping up with like boots.
Yeah, they were like wading in like lakes. I'm like, this is not
Duck hunting. You're like, okay,
wrong feed. You're on the wrong page. Okay, so you have grown so quickly. Like, how many years? So from when you started to like hitting 1 million, how many years has it been?
As women, we don't need more information. What we need to do is remove what's been quietly holding us back. So if something in you is stirring right now, trust that. I've created a free resource to help you uncover what's actually blocking your next level. It's not strategy, but the subconscious patterns that are underneath it. And if, as you move through it, you realize that you don't want to do this alone, that's exactly why I offer one-on-one coaching and long-term business coaching. I didn't get here by having it all figured out. I stumbled, I struggled, I learned the hard way, and for a long time, I wished I had someone who could help me see what I couldn't, someone who could help me move through it faster with more clarity and less self-doubt. So that's the space that I hold now for others. So you can grab the free resource through the link, and if you feel called, you can also find ways to work with me more closely there. Because you don't have to force your next level, you have to feel safe enough to hold it.